tree.
The S Club?
Yeah, they sang that
I
song.
don't know who the S Club is. That's
They were a
another
whole
song.
TV show.
It was like Glee
No.
before Glee. It was like British Glee.
How? Oh, that might
Back
be
in the
about
day.
it.
They sung that one song.
S Club.
Well, that was the theme song.
It's the only song he remembers.
And then the title Yellow Ribbon right on Oak Tree.
There was another song they sung. It
They
was
did
about,
have they had a couple songs that made it kind of big.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
Like they had a pretty popular show for a while. But I saw Yellow Ribbon around the light pole the other day.
I think that's like
Was it a murder scene?
Is
Is
that like
it?
a memorial type thing?
That's what I thought.
On a light pole?
Unless
Yeah.
it was a race. It's either a
It was just a
memorial.
random yellow ribbon tied around the light pole. And I was like, man, who trying to get that crackhead to fall in love with him?
Oh my goodness.
I ain't have enough ribbon to get it around the tree, but this light pole. I
This
got a
light
little-
pole.
You see that shit, bitch. You know what I
Why are you rubbing yourself?
Get up off me. I'm trying to play. I'm trying to feel my chest. Don't worry about
I'm
why.
trying to figure out why you was groping yourself.
Don't worry about why I'm rubbing myself.
You heard he was
bro.
talking about love and all that.
He was, and he just started groping himself. I'm like, what is happening over here?
Man, I done had half a Corona, man. Leave me alone.
Ah,
I get-
hell
You know he don't usually drink. He had half a Corona
Oh
tonight.
my
feeling
god.
myself.
Literally feeling
feeling
himself.
myself.
He's legit, literally,
I don't drink no more.
obviously.
So what's the special occasion tonight then?
I went to my brother's barbecue, Memorial Barbecue.
All right, you guys ready to go?
Yeah,
We
let's
are
do it.
ready.
All right, man. What's going on? It's your boy Fred Freedom. Been jamming.
Yeah.
Damn it. I almost called you Lady Benjamin.
I think that it's sticking like that. It's sticking. I think it might just be. Hope it's not a foretell of
It's your own damn
divorce.
name.
And
Just
shout out to
lady.
Mrs. Benjamin.
Hello, good people.
And Danny Anthony the Juice is taking a break right now. He'll be with us soon. But welcome to
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
About the Culture. You can find us at SATC Pod over on the Instagram, Something About the Culture over on Facebook, and About the Culture over on Twitter, man. We back week 2, episode 2. We back again.
Dose, dose, dose.
There you go.
Deuce, deuce.
Deuce.
He said deuce, he
I
said
said dose,
Spanish.
dose. I meant deuce. But the thing is it came out
Duolingo.
dose.
The Duolingo kicked
I was about to
in.
say it worked. It worked. And she is speaking Spanish. I don't even know it.
We might have some Spanish listeners.
Shout out, man. Most of our listeners are from America and Germany, actually.
Oh,
Spanish
yeah.
in places.
I wonder what. I like that. If you are from Germany and you're listening, I need you to chime in
Yeah,
on
hit
our
us up.
feeds and stuff.
The fees out there.
999.
Ignore him. Oh my gosh.
And go ahead and just
Nah, shout out.
and send us nigga in German. Let's see what that looks like.
No, don't. Unless you happen to be of African descent.
You never know. I heard they
They just gonna put a fake picture of
Yep.
niggas.
yep niggas.
Oh my gosh.
And they my cousin told me they like black people out there in Germany.
I guess I would like to know what word. We need to ask them to send us one word in German. What is the word that we want?
And what is the
Kindergarten.
word we need to learn?
Kindergarten.
Why kindergarten?
I don't know. We just said one word of German. That's the first thing I thought of.
Why kindergarten? I mean,
That
that's
that
so
is.
strange.
I know. Good Morgan. Guten Morgen. Guten Tag. Good day.
Actually, isn't kindergarten already German?
Yeah, that's what I said it for.
Oh,
what
fuck.
I
See,
was
that
saying.
joke went over my head.
See,
I was like, you
I'm like,
said
wait
you
a second,
wanted to learn
kindergarten is
kindergarten.
German. I had
That's
to
what-
think about
That's
it.
literally what I said.
No, ask them. Let's say, let's have
Darth.
them.
It means father.
You know what? Are you the German listener? Because you seem to have.
I
all
might
these-
be.
He is. He got
Oh
that
my
VPN.
gosh. See, how about y'all pick the word?
He got that VPN, man. Shout out, man. Yeah, we back again. And shout out to everybody who listened last week. If you ain't listened to last week, go ahead and listen to last week. We just introducing ourselves back to the team. You know, catching up, I guess they would say.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, but we back. This is back to the regular, this is regular cast. We just missing Juice, but yeah. How are you guys doing this week? What's been going on with the Benjamin family this week? I feel like we need to do a Benjamin show. with just the two of you guys.
I don't know about all that.
Forget that nigga.
But this week was the last week of school before summer break for our kiddos. So that happened in real life. We also became the parents that no longer have any children in elementary school. All of our kids are now in older age ranges. And so that's super fun.
One step closer to empty
Which
nesters.
I don't know. It's just the way they do it in Fishers. Like
what you mean?
Like when I was in elementary, 5th grade was still elementary school.
Yeah, it was.
Now they have intermediate school that's just 5th and 6th.
And that's, really?
Yeah. And then we have junior
school,
high.
Junior high is 7th and 8th.
And so they made another school. They just created more jobs?
I guess so.
They just split them up.
Because
they were saying there was such a big difference between a 6th grader developmentally and an 8th grader developmentally, that like physically and mental state and stuff, that they needed something else, like another, not having them in the same school.
We had to deal with that shit in school.
Hell yeah.
When I was in 6th grade, some 8th graders tried to jump me, and they learned that day that they was not developmentally ready.
Oh my gosh.
You right.
Well, you know our friends Nick and Danielle, their daughter goes to, well, she's in 6th grade now, but she started middle school in 5th grade. So middle school is 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right.
Oh
and I think it used to be like that way back in the day too, though.
Really?
Because way back, because 9th grade, because 9th grade wasn't a part of high school.
Okay.
That's what it was. It was like kindergarten through 6th grade was elementary. 6th grade went to elementary, and then 7, 8, and 9 was middle school.
Okay.
And then 10 through 12 high school.
They just changed things.
Yeah, I feel like the churches did something like that when they had their breakups.
That's how it used to be way back in the day.
Yeah. Very interesting. So that was pretty much our week. Just finishing up things with the kiddos.
Yeah. Getting assignments turned in, books turned in.
Man,
absolutely not.
Man, one of them boys got so many missing the bird. They don't care nothing about them kids no more. They just going back to business to the next grade. He just move on. He be you should see his test scores. He testing up the charts. He high as hell, but don't like assignments is
any assignments.
Dang.
And I can't even care any longer. I'm like, he's maintaining all the information. He can quote you in what the teacher said, but won't do no work and turn it in.
He worse than I was, man. It's horrible.
So, and then the other one, first off, we get a message saying that, a call from the school saying that he missed his final. That he missed the final. And I'm like, how did he miss the final? Because you're supposed to be at school. You were at school. So I'm like confused. When he gets home, I ask him, I'm like, hey, did you miss the final today? He was like, I went to a room and I asked the teacher. And the teacher was like, oh, no, this is not where you're supposed to be. So I left that room and I went to the room where I thought I was supposed to be, but the door was locked. And he was like, and I knocked on the door. Nobody opened the door. And I waited a second. I knocked on the door. Nobody opened the door. So I went back to the other room. And I was like, the one where you were not supposed to be? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, and did that teacher just let you stay in there? He said, no, they told me to go back to the room where I was. He said, I went back and I knocked, but the door was already open. And I'm still like, but how you miss a final, bro? Like, this still don't, like, you don't told me this whole story and I don't understand how you missed the final. So anyways, he was like, oh, no. I didn't really miss it. He's like, I finished it. I did the final. I took the final. And he was like, so I don't have to. The teacher had left a message saying he had missed it and he needed to come to the school at a different day early to do it.
Yeah.
So then maybe the next day, we get a call from a different teacher.
I thought it was the same dude.
No, the first one was a lady that called. And so we get a call from a different teacher, but I do think it was the same test. I think the second person that called was the resource teacher.
Yeah, I think it's the same test.
And so I think it's the same test, just two different teachers. Like he has two teachers in this one class.
Okay.
And you get a call from the guy teacher. He was like, I'm just calling because Zion didn't finish the test. He didn't finish the second part of the test. And I'm thinking, okay, well, he didn't finish the second part. And the teacher says that it's an essay. But I'm like, this is algebra. Why the heck do you have an essay in algebra?
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, no, it's multiple choice. And or select the answer. And I'm like, you don't even know what the test is.
He didn't do.
He didn't do them. So when I asked him about, the teacher was like, "You would just put the grade in as is, or do you want me to give him a chance to fix it?" And I'm thinking to myself, you wouldn't have called if his grade was okay enough without to put it as
it's like 13 questions.
Like
you need 13.
Yeah, I was like, he obviously needs to do it. But I'm like, man, how in the world is it possible that you miss in finals and not completing 2 pages worth of work? That's mind-boggling to me.
And like what he tell you though, he turned it in though. Like stopped early before the class was over, turned it in, and like chilling for the rest of the missing 2 pages.
Dang.
So crazy.
Like, them kids is wild, man.
So did he finish? He got everything taken care of?
Yeah, he went back and did it.
I'm about to say, I don't know. I gave up. Once the teacher was like, it's an essay and a multiple choice and a true or false, I was like, well, he didn't say he was just saying it was an essay, but then I heard true or false and multiple choice, and I was like, this teacher doesn't even know what's happening.
Yeah.
So that's what it was. You had to circle stuff that was in, like it was already written out, and you had to circle the answers in it or something crazy like that.
Oh, the essay was already written out.
Yeah,
and you circled the answers throughout it. That sounds more like a word search or something.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot.
Yeah, I don't know how you can't really, like, when Zion explains shit, you gotta take like, I don't be knowing what the hell be going on half the time.
He definitely lives in a different reality.
Like
his reality is completely altered. I'd be like
bro, like, when I say, like, today he came up to me out the blue, was like, man, Bella got a New York phone number. And I'm like, man, what you talking about? He was like, man, she got a New York phone number. Man, this weird phone number popped up. I was like, it's an Indiana. Like, Indianapolis got a new area code because too many phones. They got more than 317. I was like, what did it say when she called? He was like, I don't know. It just a weird number popped up. I was like, so you just picked New York? Yeah. I was like,
out of every place in the world, he just decided New York.
What the hell wrong with you, man? So you just decided it was New York because you ain't recognize the number.
Yeah. I don't know what this got to be New York phone number.
This got to be like everybody looking around like, man, where you get a New York number from?
But the thing is he be so a matter of fact, like he's so for sure
about
what he's saying.
That's it.
He's like, yeah, like is that logical to you? And I'm like, no, bro, like it's not logical to me. So yeah,
straight food. That's my guy.
All right, but Freedom, you didn't even tell us about your week. You had a big week too.
I did.
Didn't you?
I don't know.
Brooklyn had a birthday.
Oh, yeah. It was Brooklyn's birthday this week, bro. We had an interesting Brooklyn turned 3 this week. She didn't know it when she woke up, but she got to wear her Minnie Mouse stuff to school.
Oh, and she was so cute.
And the tutu shirt. Yeah.
She added the Batman mask, and I became a villain.
It's hilarious.
That was funny.
She looked fabulous, though.
And kicking ass looking fabulous.
Right. And like the finishing touch, she put a bucket on top of his head after he was down for the count. It was fantastic.
She did a magic trick with you. She put the bucket on, took it off. She said, look at this nigga now.
Ta-da! You what's next?
Yeah, we actually did have a busy week. We had Brooklyn's birthday. Then we had, and Jeremiah actually went to prom.
Oh, yeah.
Friday also, so that was interesting, getting him ready. I got home from work at 4 o'clock. I got home maybe 4:30. I get off at 4, so I got home at 4:30. He was supposed to leave out of here at 5. And so I was going to watch Brooklyn while they go take pictures and all that,
Right.
Let him do his thing. And I come home. Then Basti comes home. Jeremiah's upstairs. He comes downstairs. And he's still in basketball shorts and T-shirt.
Shout out.
And Beth said, you haven't taken a shower yet? He said, I was going to take a shower when you got back home. She said, we got to leave at 5. It's like 5:30, 5:35. And then leave to like 6.
Oh, man. My goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know. It was going back and forth if he would or not. He was supposed to be going with his boys at first. Then they start finding dates, so he had to get a date. And I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
I told him be safe out there in the streets. I said we had to talk with him.
Oh my gosh!
I said, "What are you gonna do if a girl says, do you want to have sex?" He said, "I'm gonna tell her no because I don't have a condom." Like, do we need to get the boy condoms then? I don't want to miss out on a good time.
Leave him saying what he's saying. No, because I don't have a condom. Let him leave it at no, because, boy, don't even get started.
Yeah, I was thinking differently at my junior prom.
Yeah, I was too. I wasn't even, I went to her prom.
Yeah.
When I was a junior.
Tripping. It's right.
That's why we had a baby before I graduated. That's why my son.
That's why I didn't go to a senior prom.
My son was at my senior at my graduation. That's
he
why,
was.
I didn't go to my senior prom. My son was at my graduation.
And now he's making jokes.
Oh, come on, man.
I start a new job tomorrow.
Shout out.
Congratulations, man.
And I've been on a hiatus. Fuck the man. For a minute.
Down there 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Damn near 2 or 3
It's
like, no, for real.
Like, straight up, it was 2018 when I left my last important gig, and then the only thing I ever did was, we worked at the scooter spot and worked at the Cadillac spot, but then we was just acting like, bro, we was acting the fool with both of them. There really wasn't no jobs like that. And yeah, so it's been...
Yeah, it's been a minute.
4 years.
You're retired military, though, so...
No, not really
We
retired.
respect you.
But Zion ass. As soon as I told him I got a job, I get a job, he was like, "Yeah, I'm on you." Like I had a scratch off. And now one, he was like, I was like, man, I ain't win nothing. He was like, I know you ain't win nothing. That's why you wouldn't got a job now.
Just rude. I told him I said, don't be talking to your daddy like that.
He was like, I'm on you. He said, I got all these old job jokes now. I get about to hit you with. He been waiting for me to, because you know what I mean, I wasn't working, trying to do my thing. You know, this nigga been waiting to sting me.
He's been waiting.
Failed your dreams, nigga. You gotta go back to work. I can't stop him though. I think he's hilarious. So
yeah, it sounds like perfect time.
Never say he need comedy to fall back on too, just in case his shit fall through. So I let him be. He'll be great.
That's what's up, man. We since we back to a normal routine, we got stories and updates and news facts. I was looking for my phone. This little thing over here looks like a phone, but it ain't my phone. Then the thing next to it looks like my phone. It ain't my phone. Miss Jessica, go ahead and you got your phone out. What's that first story you want to talk about?
Our first story we're going to talk about is has to do with this season right now that we're in. We are in prom season and graduation season.
Oh, yeah.
And we are going to talk about J. Cole. So
listening to him before the show started.
What'd you say? You were listening to him before the show started? Well, something really cool happened. He had told one of his fans that if she had went to college for 4 years and graduated, that he would show up to her graduation. And sure enough, he showed up to her graduation.
That's what's up.
So shout out to J. Cole for that. I guess my question is, if anyone could have showed up to like one of your life accomplishments, who would you want it to be?
Oprah.
Yeah.
Oprah? Okay.
That's a good one.
What about you, Freedom?
If anyone would show up to any of my accomplishments, man, I don't know. That's a hard one. I don't respect people like that. Maybe just off the top, maybe I used to play basketball as a little kid. Maybe Shaq.
Okay, I could see that.
I do enjoy Shaq. He's one of my favorite people.
Yeah. You know who I think that I thought you were going to say, Randall? I thought you were going to say Will Smith.
Will Smith, yeah.
Will Smith.
He's definitely on my list.
I was pretty for sure.
I enjoy him. That's my guy. Hope he don't slap me now, though.
You're like, oh, you a comedian now.
You want to tell jokes? Just in case. Nigga.
I know. I saw what you posted about my wife.
Yeah, I know what I mean.
Oh, heck
Seen that shit. As soon as he saw he was coming to see me, let me see what this nigga done said before.
Yep.
So you ain't inviting him if you get any type of award or praise or anything.
Nah,
it's not Will Smith.
Nah, Will Smith, I'm still a fan. That's my dog.
What about you, Miss Jessica?
I already got a plot for him and Chris Rock to rekindle their relationship.
You have a plot. Like, you made a plan.
It'll be a fantastic movie.
Oh, it's a movie.
Yeah,
It's a rom-com.
It's a rom-com.
I got a whole plot on the Oscars called Golden Men.
I remember this.
Where it's a thing that's still like people who haven't won. Like Leonardo DiCaprio and Will Smith has actually won already, and they just gave Samuel Jackson one too. So a lot of my people that I had listed in the movie are dropping off, but I still got like Tom Cruise and Johnny Depp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a few other people. So the whole plot was that they keep on getting caught over. They keep on getting skipped over on their chance to win the Oscar, so they decide to rob everybody in Hollywood and just take their shit. But then they find out it's really just like a secret society thing, like the Stonecutters and the Simpsons.
Yeah.
Like the more statues you win, the higher you are. So like Meryl Streep is in there terrorizing motherfuckers, like people who got like choreographed, like random stuff. Like it's weird. I think it's pretty funny.
It's clever.
But now that happened with them, I keep on having to adjust it with time. But
of course,
Yeah.
it'll work out.
So
I plan on having Disney come back as a Frozen, like as the head, like in Futurama. He been alive this whole time, running it all. You know, he got the most. Disney is a monster with monsters.
Oh yeah, it's so funny you brought up Disney because Freedom was asking me who would I want to come to one of my celebrations, and mine is so kitty like Tinkerbell.
Shout out.
Like,
So you just want a white woman in a little dress? I can go get
it's
you
the
that.
personality. It's the personality
Yeah,
for
that
me.
bitch
I don't
won.
know. I feel like that is who I would want to come. Would be Tinkerbell. I mean, obviously, like my mom is like top of my list for coming to any of my accomplishments. But I'm thinking
She was there anyway.
I know, but she's gonna come no matter what. So I'm like, well, outside of that, like outside of people that I know are gonna show up no matter what, I think that if I had to choose like a star, I would want Tinkerbell.
Shout out. You know that's. I'll fuck around and I'll hire a little person to dress up as Tinkerbell.
Shut up.
The next time you graduate college or your next accomplishment, and she's just gonna roll through. I ain't gonna say nothing.
I would die. When I say die, that would be so freaking funny to me. Oh my gosh, I would never get over it. Like, that would be amazing. That would just be amazing. So, life goals.
And mental note. The next time, I don't know what you're gonna accomplish next, but next time,
The next time I have my accomplishment, I'm gonna have me a little person dressed up as Tinkerbell.
for real.
That's fantastic.
And surely that can be done for like $100.
I'm sure. I'm positive you'll find someone out there that would agree to such things, to such shenanigans, and I'm gonna be all for it. It's gonna surprise me.
And $50 and the 2 crack rocks. I got you.
Come on, man. Why the little person got to be on crack?
Oh no, I'm talking about regular person now.
Okay, I got you.
The little person can't handle crack, not that
I
small
wouldn't
body.
think so. They can't do that crack.
Oh my god!
Can't mess with that.
Oh man.
But
I think Chappelle would be on my list.
Yeah.
Like real people. Oprah definitely really on my list. But that'd be
You
all,
just really just want to.
that'd be all selfish stuff.
Oprah.
I'm trying to get my chance. I'm trying to get that house built behind the house like Steve, and I'm gonna put the work in.
man,
You be flapping up the feathers, trying to do my maiden dance.
Oh my god.
You can't be mad at me if it's Oprah, baby.
I think I'm with
She gonna
Fred.
take care of all
I
of
don't
us.
have any like real life people that I'm like.
yeah, that's hard.
I hold in such high esteem that I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to have them there.
Not that they have to have them there.
Not that I have to have them, but you know what I mean. But that it would be so cool for them to be there.
I mean, for
I
real.
got it's a lot. Like man, Dave,
I have a lot of stars
Dave
I like.
Chappelle, Will
Yeah.
Smith,
like Mariah Carey, that's one of my favorite stars.
I mean,
yeah,
for real, if
Stevie
you-
Wonder. He ain't gonna see the shit, but
Oh,
Shout out.
fuck.
Shout out.
Oh
You
my
think
goodness, guys,
so?
I'm cussing a lot today. I need to get my life together.
you was sipping on the Rona on the low.
I was not slipping on no Rona. I actually have a water bottle in front of me
And filled with vodka.
filled with vodka. No.
But I mean, there's serious. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think who would I invite to my grad. Like, what star would I invite to my graduation? And I don't like going up and talking to people in general. So I'm not want to go get autographs. I'm not one. Let me take a picture with you. I don't run up
Ice
on people like
Cube.
that. Ice Cube might be one.
I don't know. I've been starstruck before.
Martin.
So,
Eddie
Randall, you got a
Murphy.
lot. But you know what? You're into pop culture like that.
Like, yeah, I want to get half my reason I want to get famous. I want to be friends with them niggas. Like, I'm gonna be kicking it with Eddie Murphy one day. I promise. Like,
I
I'm
can
too
see
big of
that.
a fan. Like, I want
Snoop.
Snoop. That's a bucket list.
Snoop Loop.
Oh,
Snoop
you
is on
brought
my
up bucket list. You take that one.
Snoop is on my bucket list to smoke with.
Oh yeah, this next story, the bucket
Oh yeah, I
list
guess
story.
we can. I
Yeah,
guess that
I was
would
gonna
be
say
a smooth
leeway us.
transition. I ain't got the story pulled up now.
You don't need
So
the
a
whole
Florida
story.
woman.
The Florida woman, of course.
Yeah,
Florida.
of course it was Florida.
We need like a sound effect for when we say Florida. It goes off like how at the games they say two.
Yep,
like
yep.
we need a
And I
sound
say-
effect for Florida.
I say woman lightly because she was 19. She was about to be pulled over, and she decided to get loose.
She got out there in
On
those
a
streets.
joyride.
Yeah, she ran.
See, can you joyride in your own car?
Hell yeah.
That's just called evading.
Yeah,
She was evading, all right. The police called it that too.
Yeah, I don't
That
think
is,
yeah,
the police
joyriding
called
is
that
when in
too.
somebody else's car. I don't think there's joyriding in your own shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit, I be having
just
a nice
legally
time
legal.
riding
You
in
just
mine.
you just enjoying yourself. That's not the
Yeah.
legal.
I'm enjoying myself
law.
before I go to jail.
Like I am enjoying
Doing some donuts in
I'm
these
riding
cars.
and having a joy emotion.
A joyous time.
But she decided to run, And when she got caught and locked up, she said that being arrested was on her bucket list, and that's why she ran.
Shout out, man. I marked that off in like 7th grade. I marked it off on my list.
I have never been locked up. I've been taken in, but I ain't never been booked for shit.
Oh, well, I was taken in, but they let me. My parents had to come get me.
Yeah, I'm sure your parents had to come get you as young as you were.
But I had my hands behind my back and back of a police car.
Oh my gosh.
Taken in before for sure.
No, never have. I've never been in the back of a police car. Never had handcuffs. So, well, Paul's. Anyways,
I done been in handcuffs plenty of times. I done been putting handcuffs on all kind of random shit.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So no, those things are not things on my bucket list. What is on my bucket list? I do have a lot of random weird stuff on my bucket list.
Did you censor yourself?
So I did censor myself. So one of the things I've already marked off, but this is like my ultimate, like, how would I want to put this? Like motto for life. Like this is how I want to live my life. And I call it a rubber duck race. And so we actually did one. We had one in Broad Ripple where we bought a rubber ducky and everyone drops their rubber duckies in and they race down. When I say rubber ducky, like a little like bathtub rubber ducky. Yeah. So this is my motto for life. I want to experience a whole bunch of random things that one day when I'm old, I'll have all these random stories. Like once I was in a rubber ducky race, like these are off the wall that people will say like, man, what you did what? And so I want to experience like I want to do the Mario Kart.
That would be
go-kart race.
That would be dope.
And like little carts, like that is on my bucket list. I want to do that.
That ain't little. I wouldn't call that little and random though. The rubber ducky race, yeah, that's some random shit. Like you be dragging me along. Mario Kart racing, I'm with that. We can go do that for sure.
I want to do that. Yeah. I even heard that there's one where they have like the people that are watching throw like obstacles out into the course, like not real bananas, but like big ball bananas and things like that they'll throw into the course while you're driving. And I'm like, this sounds so freaking cool. So that is something on my bucket list is the Mario Kart race.
That's what's up. That's a good one. That's a real good one.
You got something?
I do want to go skydiving, but I think I got to lose weight.
Oh my goodness, skydiving's scary. I don't think that's on
my list. I had the same
it's
thought.
On Randall's list.
Yeah. I got to lose weight before I want to do that shit too.
It's a hot never for me.
But I don't know. I don't really, once again, I don't have much on my bucket list.
You don't have a fear. You obviously don't have a fear of heights.
Oh, I'm terrified of heights.
Then what makes you think that skydiving would be the great way to go? Like I'm so confused by this.
That's one of the reasons to do it.
Yeah,
it's to get over a fear of height or what?
It's not about getting over it. It's just you
conquering.
You just do shit sometimes.
Yeah.
Conquering a fear of heights is walking to the top of the bleachers. Okay,
I can do that.
That is rough for me. So, if you're talking about jumping out of a plane,
no. Like I don't know, man. It's a lot of the obstacles you do in boot camp. And I'm free. You up pretty high.
Did you jump out of a plane during boot camp?
Nah, I ain't do that shit.
Okay.
The more closer you do the rope shit. That's the highest thing.
But that's like 4 or 5 stories up in the air. Yeah.
So I done seen boys drop. No, just.
I'm telling you, they would have sent me home. It would have been like the scene in Mulan when they said you are not fit. For
there was
like,
one. The one that was brutal because there was a double stack and it's 2 platforms. It's like it's like on stilts and then it's a platform. And then it's more stilts, like the 4 corners, straight up, and it's another platform. And you gotta jump up, pull yourself up onto the platform, and then pull yourself up on the top platform.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
it's platform, another platform, and another platform. Then you pull up on the platform.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so the dude got up on the first one, and he was trying to get up on the second one, but it's just like so he up under. Here trying to hook around.
Trying to grab onto the top one,
but there's nothing there. It's literally just square wood, nothing. You know what I mean? It's literally all upper body strength. Get your ass up there. And man, he gave up. Like he just fucking stopped and dropped. But he was up on like underneath the platform hanging.
Yeah.
And he just let go.
Just let go.
Yeah.
What was his plan?
Bruh, to be hurt. Because he dropped. Slacked his back on the bottom platform. Bow. Fell off of that motherfucker to the ground. Bow. Bro, everybody got to run to the corner to get down. Ambulances is coming. I'm like, man, what the like, brother, you couldn't have thought that was a good idea. You couldn't have been that tired.
And maybe you thought it was going to let go and fall down onto that next level.
Like, bro, that next level was still like 6 feet down. Like, it was, the platforms was like, it was like a 10 feet each.
Oh.
Like, you had to get up. Like,
you
it's
had
a 10
to jump up.
No,
yeah.
it was 10 and 6. Like 10 and then 6. Or something like that. Like, it wasn't a short distance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He like literally just dropped down on his back. Bam, and then hit the dirt. Bro, when I say it was brutal, man.
Did you see him afterwards?
Nah.
You never saw this man again.
He just decided that he was out of the Marines.
gone.
He said, "I'm not committed anymore." He said, "I'm breaking this contract today."
He definitely switched platoons. He wasn't with that company anymore.
He said, "Yeah."
He got hurt. Like I got sick and got switched out about it.
Yeah, if you get hurt, you probably got to.
Yeah, you done.
Yeah. Dang.
I wasn't even that sick. They did me dirty. I was shitty.
He was sick.
Literally shitty.
Literally.
Really sick. So, babe, what's on your bucket list?
Let's see. I mean, I've done some stuff. Like I saw Stevie Wonder already.
You do a lot of bucket list concerts. Like you guys go see a lot of nice shows.
Yeah, we saw Bruno Mars. He got on my bucket list. And we
Justin Timberlake's on mine.
Like just start when you guys buy tickets. Just buy 2 tickets for me and Vaz.
Yeah, you.
Well, yeah, bro. I started working, and that was shit I used to do when I was balling. We did
back when I was balling.
And I used to win on the radio.
Win on the radio. We saw saw Kanye.
Yeah,
like,
we saw Kanye from the radio.
Kanye.
We saw Bruno from the radio.
I gave you the tickets. I think I done won tickets to see Cat Williams like 3 fucking
did.
times.
Yeah.
He won. I remember that show because he gave me 2 tickets. He gave me 2 tickets and his ID. So I showed the lady the ID. She said, "Oh, here's your tickets." Me and Randall looked nothing like. I think he's shaving back then too.
Yeah.
And he had short hair. We looked nothing alike. I took those 2 tickets. I had to go to that show by myself. You told me like 10 minutes or maybe I'll say an hour before the show
It was
started.
very right on the show.
I went to that show by myself and enjoyed that show. I was like, for real, maybe
we had tickets to
row.
Santana.
We did have tickets to Santana.
And we didn't go, and I regret that because
I
Santana
really
is
Carlos
on my
Santana,
list.
yes.
He's on my list.
He's one of my favorite musicians.
We missed that
I feel like a
concert,
music bucket list is very different than like things to do bucket list because my music bucket list is long. Like I have so many people on there.
Sinbad.
Drake made my list.
Sinbad started doing comedy again too recently.
Yeah, but I wanted to go see him, but and I missed the first time he came, and then the next time he ended up doing like an online thing. COVID fucked it up, and he couldn't come. So I did do that.
We did the online thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We did the online thing, but it wasn't.
It wasn't what we thought it was gonna be.
He was supposed to come.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And that he's one of my favorite comedians. Like I love Sinbad is up there to me.
I love Sinbad. I love his old stuff. That's what
he just like clean comedy, and he will eat your ass up. I'm talking about new jokes. Every night you can put Sinbad on all month. He'll tell you a different joke every night. Like that's a bad man. So I do want. He's back on the list. I want to see him in person.
You know, speaking of that, I wouldn't mind. People are probably gonna hate me for saying this. One of my favorite comedians is Bill Cosby, though.
Yeah, he was dope. Bill Cosby was a monster.
That video of Bill Cosby himself was my first.
Yeah, Bill Cosby was a monster.
Stand-up comedy.
Yeah, that's one of my first ones too. Bill
he
Cosby
sat down the whole time.
Yeah, Bill Cosby is a monster out there with them jokes. He ain't he was really, really good.
He is kind of a monster in real life too.
Oh my gosh,
a little bit. I heard they was bringing up another case on him.
Yeah, he has a new case.
I gotta look into that. As long as they don't bring Ronald McDonald back, I'm cool.
Man, what?
You don't remember that Ronald McDonald looking bitch?
No.
That's the lady who did all the first cases. She looked like Ronald McDonald to me.
You know who I thought always looked like Ronald McDonald? Michael Jackson.
She had a curl. How did Michael Jackson?
He didn't have red hair, but it was the way they're in their smile or something. It's the same. Like they both kind of looked weird, a little off. Maybe their noses.
We are not going to bring down Michael Jackson and Bill Cosby
in one episode. I'm just telling you what I see.
You gotta respect the black man.
We gotta figure out which one. Dang, we talked about Will Smith too. Dang, we done took down half of them in one episode.
They be all right.
They be all right.
They got more money.
Okay.
They got more money than me. They be cool. They ain't gonna hear this shit.
They ain't gonna hear this shit. I pray to God they do.
I hope they do.
They probably will. Our German friends, send this to them. Tag them in it.
Hey, Bill, you gotta hear this shit.
Yeah.
Bill, they talking that shit again, Bill.
can't say shit.
Bill hit us up like, or no. OJ, have you guys seen OJ Simpson's Twitter lately? You know he's still on Twitter.
Yeah, OJ be wilding out every time I see something about
it. And OJ still unverified on Twitter. And
he's unverified?
Yeah, he's still unverified. I don't think they're gonna verify OJ. He been on there since he got out. But every video, 2, 3, 4 videos a week. Hey, Twitter world. It's your boy OJ.
It's your boy.
It's your boy OJ.
And he's always on a golf course.
It's the juice. Yeah, he been OJ.
Why is he always on a golf course?
I don't know.
I think he live on one.
So he just out there.
The murder people playing golf
OJ got
now.
money. Yeah, OJ.
So he just be crazy.
He said he moved his money in the right way because he owed the Goldsmith still.
He still owes the Goldsmith.
But
they got all the profit from that book.
Yeah, but they don't have to pay. He doesn't have to pay anything out of his retirement.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah.
So he had a private retirement, his movie stuff, and his NFL stuff. So he got millions. He said though that he ain't gotta get them.
And he just out here on Twitter.
So
it's your boy.
It's your boy OJ.
I actually saw a video. I don't even know how I'm my bad, man. I took this off the roads. I saw a TikTok video of, I guess somebody was at, I don't know what happened. OJ was staying at somebody's house. Somebody's in OJ house. OJ in the bed sleep. And this group of like 3, 4 white girls just busting the door, partying. You know, they got the music going. They on TikTok and going live with OJ in the background. It's very dangerous for these white women to be around OJ.
You reaching up under the pillow.
Gosh.
You see the gloves coming out.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of gloves.
Halfway down the hand.
You have to talk about Izzy.
Oh, yeah, man. This fool.
Oh, yeah.
My son found a random hardware glove.
All black.
Like an Ace boy.
Yeah.
Like a random one. Just one, though.
Just one.
And he wears it all the time.
On a regular basis, as this is a fashion statement.
Of course.
He came home from school on the last day of school, and we're talking
Glove is on.
about all these different things. And I'm looking at this glove, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, that looks like a hardware glove. And I'm like, I don't. And so then he's like, yeah, I found this in recess. And I just put it on.
Picked it up off the dirt and put it on. I'm like, man.
And he's like, and I've been wearing it for the rest of the day. And then where did we go? We went out somewhere.
We went out today. He had that motherfucker.
And he tried to put on the glove to go
out
to
the barbecue. He got the glove on.
I was like, what?
He hit the dance floor, pulled it out like Michael Jackson. I was like, don't put the glove on him now.
It's all black glove. Izzy. And I'm just like, this child does not care. Like, he does not live by nobody's rules.
Yeah, he do his own thing.
That's what's up.
I said, this man just walking around prepared for crime at all time. No fingerprints from me.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Slapping motherfuckers.
So
like,
crazy.
Slap me, ain't no DNA from
There's no DNA. Izzy got that stuff all squared away. And already, since his dance moves are so like Napoleon Dynamite,
Like,
you add
just
the glove
told me that.
to
Like,
this,
straight up.
it's just mind-boggling.
Because like, and bro, on the dance floor, he showing up, started off, hands in the pockets.
You lying?
That's, I swear, man, I wish you would have joined that talent show. I wish I'd have known about it, just so I can make him do it. This is because he would
make him do it.
I know I wouldn't have made him do it. But
The things parents don't know about kids.
It would have been hilarious because he would legit dance like Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
Right off from his own self. And that shit's hilarious.
Ain't never seen the movie.
Ain't never seen the movie, but he gonna be hands in his pockets, rocking side to side. And
then when those hands come out,
the hands gonna come out, he gonna get the groove and doing all kind of stuff.
Whatever.
And boys was cheer for him. Like, he's so popular, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird how popular my sons are. Like, really, all my kids. Like, everybody just screaming their
weird?
name.
You were really popular in school, and I was really popular in school. So it's
yeah, but they weird though.
But our kids are weird.
Yeah, we just saw them talking about the glove.
I feel like weird is more accepted now.
It is. That
like,
ain't weird. It's trendy now.
Yeah, like that's what's trending. It's being yourself and accepting your flaws and
very individual.
All that type of stuff is just part of. That's what people look for now. So, winning, I guess.
I think it was just they tall, dark, and handsome and get away with shit.
It's sometimes that'll get you in trouble. Other times,
I'm about to say, that don't sound like a good thing.
What the suspect look like?
Being in trouble. Our next article is about the Indian parents. Fred, do you want to lead with that one?
And bro, this is where my life would have been if my parents knew I had money. My parents knew I was broke, so they didn't get this far. But yeah, so homeboy's been sued by his parents for, I think, I want to say it might be 60,000, maybe 106,000. I can't remember. He's been sued by his parents because he hasn't produced an heir yet. That's basically, he hasn't produced an heir. He hasn't given them a seed yet.
And they want the grandbabies.
They paid for college. They paid for high school. And you owe them this.
You owe them. And it's so funny because how many parents are like, don't have no babies. Don't have no babies. Man. Don't have no babies. His parents said, no, it's time. We want the babies.
Imagine being served papers.
From your parents.
Like somebody show up at your door and say, hey, you've been served. And you look at the paper and you see that your parents are suing you.
Yes. Can you imagine?
Because you ain't had grandbabies yet.
Could you, I think, like, what does his wife think? Like, that's just mind-boggling. Like, if Randall's parents gave him papers and, like, I'm expected to carry this child. And then, like, in a lot of cultures, the women are expected to actually, like, fully raise the child and take care of home and stuff. So you're literally saying what has to happen with my life. Yeah. Like, you're literally suing me to control my life. Like,
for the next 18 years.
Yeah, that's mind-boggling. I can't imagine what his wife is thinking right now.
Be surprised how often that happens.
Put our game on 100.
Sure. I'm sure it happens quite often, but that is just a little too much for me. I mean, like, maybe if they wanted to pay me money to have the baby,
we can take them. Definitely.
Yeah. And if you're moving in somewhere, you want them to adopt somebody?
They can go adopt a little motherfucker.
Well, I'm not having any more, so. It is what it is on,
I'm
on that.
not having no more.
But
I had mine. I was just thinking about this. I don't know, man. It's 3 years ago from now. I'm 35. Is that 32? Sounds right. Yeah, I was 32 when I had Brooklyn. My goal was to make it to 30 without having kids, so I did.
You did it.
That was cool.
Look at those bucket lists check off.
And that was it, because I want to travel, do things
and experience life. But I do feel like for ladies, it's a whole lot different because when you start hitting those upper 30s, you're running into the more likelihood that your child may have some type of issue when they come out.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know how to put that. And so I feel like for ladies, it's a very small window of figuring out, let me go out and experience life and live versus let me find a mate and settle down and build a family or whatever. Mm-hmm. The thing is though, since Randall and I are so backwards and we did all of our stuff the opposite way, our parents were not begging us to have kids when we had kids. I feel like now I'm more in a phase of where I can like find Jessica and like go do things and want to like experience life and go see what life is like. You know what I mean? Because like I didn't really get the opportunities to do that because we were raising kids. But I also am like, I'm really grateful that I had them when I had them because
you'd be like me. 35 with a 3-year-old.
Oh, that would be a major issue. No. That would be an issue for me. And in addition to that, I feel like I would have probably been too wild. Like legit. Like when I got out, I left the house. My parents took me down to college in Florida. I was down in college in Florida.
I forgot about
Very
that.
first night, got in a car with a complete stranger, drove to Tampa with a guy. I want to make sure we understand this was just me and him in a 2-seater. Went to Hooters. Very first night in college. This was my thing. Get in a car with a stranger and ride to Hooters. And so that was my first sign that, hey, you might not be all the way there. And then I think maybe 3 or 4 nights later, I got my belly button pierced on top and bottom. Like, I needed to get my life together because I was out there just ready for anything. So, yeah. So that's one of the reasons why I think it's good that I had them early. But then the other reason why is because I think that I would be worried now if I hadn't had kids. I would be worried about, oh my gosh, let me, like, I still don't have my life together enough. Like, and then the whole time biology clock thing ticking and stuff, I just don't know if I would. And then I feel like I'm going to end up being that old lady that didn't have any. So I'm kind of happy I got it out the way. And when it comes down to that part, that's about that. That's about it for that.
See, I think
shout out to the old ladies that didn't have any.
Yeah, the aunties out there.
Yeah. I feel like it hits.
You were smart.
But I do think it hits them kind of hard. Like, it's very rare you talk to a lady that didn't have children that is super comfortable with that. It's very few that I talk to that are super comfortable with it.
See, I don't know any women on that level where we would talk about them not having kids. So
I think it's because I'm a lady that I talk to.
Shout out.
Ladies.
That's why we have you on the show. So. We need your perspective. We need to know what the ladies out here in the streets are thinking.
Well, we think a lot of different things. I'm sure I'm not supposed to divulge all the information.
The cheat code.
No, don't have one of those.
Well, I was about to say, I wish I would have known even though I was single, but I did.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Fred, I've known you through so much of
Still
your life.
no help. Nope,
help. I'm not going to be any help.
I'll tell you the cheat code right now.
That's the cheat code?
Yep. Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit. That's the cheat code.
That is not
the
cheat code.
Whatever she talking about, fuck that.
And say that to an incel.
Ain't fucking nothing.
Like, for real. You find yourself sleeping on the couch. Or unless you're Benjamin, who does not sleep on the couch.
Bro, fell asleep on my couch the other night. Last night, actually.
Now, it ain't
night
that
before.
I won't sleep on my couch, but you're not going to go tell me I got to sleep on the couch. You ain't
going to tell me sleep on the couch.
You got me messed up. That was, like I said, cheat code. Fuck that shit.
Oh, my gosh. That is not a cheat code.
I got a posturepedic bed that I paid for before we got together, so I ain't sleeping on the couch.
You ain't sleeping on the couch.
The couch is cool. I slept on the couch the other night. That was cool. I put asleep on the couch accidentally. Didn't enjoy it though.
Shoot, I take a nap on the couch in a heartbeat.
I don't remember the last time I slept on a couch.
I choose
it's not happening. When I go take naps, I intentionally take naps, meaning I am getting into my bed.
Dang.
I am getting into whatever clothing fan on position.
She just go to sleep.
Whatever. I am going, I am intentionally taking a nap. Red will be like, oh, I'm setting an alarm for 20 minutes. I'm like, don't wake me up. I need about 2 hours.
Yeah, she just go to bed.
I'm going to bed. That's what I'm going to do. You're not going to tease me. That's one area I don't want to be teased. I don't like to be teased about food, and I don't like to be teased about sleep. Anything else, you can make all the jokes you want to, prank me, whatever. But those two things, you're going to make me mad. I'm going to be mad. Actually, one of the only times I ever slapped my sister. I'm dead serious. Monica and I, we've gotten into a couple physical altercations. One of which was when I slapped her. She woke me up and I slapped her. And I was so mad. And then I went back to sleep. And so she went in course and told my parents that I had slapped her. And when they came in the room, I wasn't all the way asleep. I could still hear them. They're like, she's asleep. She didn't hit you. And I was thinking to myself, I surely did. I did hit her.
Back up, bitch.
So, but most of the other altercations, she got me. So
that's why she snuck that cheap shot in. Monica be whooping her ass.
We only actually physically got into something twice. The one time I slapped her, and then the other time she scratched my face with a snow cleaner for the car.
What was going on?
There was a pen, like a writing pen, and we both wanted to draw with it. And I had it, and I wouldn't give it to her, so she attacked me. One time, I was on the phone with a boy I had a crush on in middle school. Kid you not. She asked me, could I get off the phone so she could call my mom? And I was like, no, this is when we had corded phones for people that don't know about any of these things. And so the next thing I know is the phone is off. This girl has cut the cord of the phone.
So nobody can use it now.
Calling.
Ain't nobody making the phone call. I'd
whoop her ass if I was her parents.
It's for real.
I was like, dang, we can't just
everybody getting
unplug
their ass
this.
whooped today.
So now I got to go out and buy one now.
I got to go out and buy a new phone now. Everybody getting their ass whooped today.
She's a sweet girl.
Shout outs. I haven't seen Monica in a couple of years.
I've said so many bad things about her just now.
I will definitely email this episode to Monica.
Over 20 years ago.
I know, right? We were kids growing up.
Damn, 20 years ago.
That's
think I knew both you niggas 20 years. I did no.
Yeah, you know me.
I know both you niggas 20 years.
Damn.
Yes,
you had to because Randall and I have been talking for 20 years. And you knew it was both of us before we started talking.
Dang.
Definitely know me.
I'm about to say this year we'll be married 15 years.
Shout out. Congratulations.
This year. So, yeah, you definitely knew us.
I was at that wedding.
Yeah. Why Randall be booing at the most random times? Zion got struck out in baseball. Randall in the car. Boo! I'm over there dying laughing. He was like, I hope he looked this way. If he looked this way, I'm putting thumbs down. Boo! I was like, heck no. I cannot be out here with this one.
Kids gotta have thick skin.
Oh,
yeah, they do.
Oh, they have to. I had to develop thick skin because I did not have thick skin.
Yeah, like if
you
you're around me on a constant basis, you gotta be. And it's not even like I try not to dig in too deep to make it bad. Like,
yeah.
Sometimes I'd be trying to stop him and he'd be like, "It's fine. They're fine." I'm like, "No, they're not."
But
I'm like, you can't say those things.
I'm a dog your ass a little bit. I can't.
And the funny
it.
thing is, I'm cutthroat. Like
I
say some things that like may shatter your soul, but mostly I say those things where they're in trouble. Like,
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not even the worst one. Like I said, like all my shit be jokes for real.
Yeah.
She be saying some hurtful shit. Like Zion to say stuff. Zion got a good mixture because his shit to be extra, extra funny, and it'll cut your ass up. Like he be extra dirtball.
It's just like something clicks inside me, and I'm just like, boop.
And she'll say, everybody looking, be like, damn. But she's like, oh, that's a joke.
I know. She's done that many a times.
She wasn't funny.
You can't say those things. I'm like, oh, all right.
I didn't know.
I thought that was okay. So
now we know what the line is.
That's what they say. You're not supposed to spank your children when you're upset, and I think that's probably true. And I have to learn. Well, we don't spank our kids like that.
They about to get back into it.
I know, right? I literally told them before we left the house a couple days ago. I told maybe yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Look here. I told them, I said, look, they're supposed to do their chores. They've been supposed to do their chores. They have their chores for a month. So whatever your assignment is, that's your assignment for the whole month.
Okay. I
so
got
there
you.
is no, oh, well, on their day they didn't do it, so I'm not doing it now. No, you have a whole month. And so they're just in the kitchen for a month or the living room for a month, wherever. I told them all, I said, y'all get your stuff done. I said, if you don't have your stuff done, I said, you're going to get a spanking with the belt when I come home.
With the belt.
I said, I want you to understand. And they're asking questions and stuff, and every answer was belt. I'm not like, I just want you to know how serious I am. We get home, and I walk in the door, and the first thing I notice is that the living room has been vacuumed. There's nothing on the couch. Everything, like, there's nothing on the fireplace. I said, Randall, they understood BELT. And I had to spell it for him like 5 times because he did not understand what I was saying. I spelled belt over and over. I was like, they understood. They came through for it. So I was like, that's because but we don't spank them. We have it in like years upon years. Like, they don't really get spanking.
Yeah.
And so
they haven't really needed it like that early popping stages.
Yeah.
Early discipline stuff.
That's where I'm at right now.
As they get older,
we used to be able to just tell them something and they would cry.
That's my voice
from
terrifies
disappointment.
Brooklyn right now.
Yeah.
Like me yelling like I was, sit down, Brooklyn, sit down. Sit the fuck down. And she'll look and was like, oh shit.
Like, he's serious. Yeah. And I think that was a lot, like, for us. I think, like, Bella, particularly, I think for her, she doesn't like to disappoint us. So
she be doing that shit, though.
But she disappoints us. And she makes us so proud, but she also disappoints us.
Of course. That's any child.
But, yeah, she would just cry. And I think it was from pure, like, oh, I thought this was right. Or I thought that I was going to get there, or that this was going to be okay, and it's not. I don't know. It's really interesting.
It is.
So, parenting is interesting.
Every episode we talk about parenting quite a bit.
All those people out there that don't have kids, what you doing with your life?
You lucky bastards.
Right.
You need to be traveling. You need to be balling out at the strip club. Just go ahead and throw $100 at a stripper and leave. You don't need nothing in there, man. Just do it one time for the story. That's what I did.
For the story. See, those bucket list items. That's a rubber duck story. Once I went into a strip club and all I did was throw $100 at a stripper and walked right out. See, rubber duck story. And then when you're old and you're telling that, people are like, man, what? How did that come about? What made you want to do that? It's a rubber duck story.
You just got to do it.
I love those. I've never actually been to a strip club.
You're not missing anything.
I know. That's why I don't have any desire to go either.
Not at all.
But just so we know, I am a huge fan of P-Valley. Huge fan.
See, I watched that movie Hustlers. That's a good movie.
Okay, I haven't seen Hustlers yet. But yeah, P-Valley is my stuff. Down. I I guess I can't sing the whole song because I don't know if there's like copyright issues. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, fuck that. We still early in the episode.
So yeah.
Ain't nobody after us yet.
So yep, that's my thing. So they're about to do the second season's about to come out. I'll be watching.
That's on Stars. Maybe I'll get into it. I ain't watching a lot of shows recently. I'm waiting on Wu-Tang to come back like a bitch.
Yeah, I'm waiting on Wu-Tang to come back.
I talked about Wu-Tang last time too.
Wu-Tang forever.
I have not watched Wu-Tang. We just started Community.
Yeah.
Did you watch Into the Badlands?
I have not watched that.
That's really good.
What is that one about?
Try that. It's the only like kung fu thing that I do.
Oh.
May, how would you explain it?
Yeah, that one is it's like a dystopian future, and there's barons. Like they got different little cliques, people in charge of, and they got people called clippers who kill for them, and they just constantly warring for more power. And the story follow a dude who just the coldest killer in the land, you know what I mean? And it's just his story of dealing with his baron and trying to be free, and it's pretty good.
It's really good. I highly suggest it to anybody.
Into the Badlands.
It's called Into the Badlands. And the fight scenes are fire. Like when I say fire, I mean like Red and I used to watch a lot of like superhero type TV shows and things like that.
Yeah, it cut off a bunch of that shit.
When we started watching Into the Badlands, when we went back to go watch some of our regular superhero shows, we were like, this is whack. Like it was like watching like a kid cartoon with the action, because the action was so cool and Into the Badlands. Like they did some moves that be, you know how like little kids will see Power Rangers, they get up be like, oh yeah, and like they act like they doing the fight scene and they act like they moving like them. Like there were some scenes Into the Badlands that I was like, oh yeah, let me get up and try to like make this move. Like that move was dope. Like it automatically excites something in you. Like, man, I gotta try that. So
that's what's up.
Like I'm about to spin through the air 3 times and land on one toe.
Hell no.
Like, but I was gonna try it because it looked so cool. So I'll be thinking
it's going straight down.
Hell yeah.
She's gonna spin a half. She's gonna do one good 180.
If I get up too fast, I'm going straight down.
I'm about to say if I spin around in circles, I'll be so dizzy. But that's how they do. They be spinning and jumping and leaping.
See, that sounds like one of my favorite movies came out. It was called Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah,
and they doing another one coming out with a second one.
I heard they coming back out. Yeah, same people and all that. Man, that and Shaolin Soccer, man. I love that dude movie.
See, yeah.
That dude make good ones, man.
That's some good movies. Man.
But good Kung Fu shows if you want to watch. It's a boy called Warrior on HBO Max. It was like a Showtime show or a Cinemax show, but HBO bought it.
But you know HBO Max is Cinemax too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I ain't know that shit.
That's why it's HBO Max. It has a point. It's HBO and Cinemax.
I thought it was HBO to the man.
Yeah, I did too.
To the man. What's my man? What's my man name? I can't even think of his name. That's my love. He's funny.
Our kids
Big Job. Let's shout out
call
to Big Job.
HBO.
Bella call it Hobo Max.
Hobo Max. It's Hobo.
It's
because the H is and it B and O.
Hobo Max.
And see, these kids are just used to hyping. I don't know what they call them. They just take letters and
kids used to being slow. That's what
that's Hobo Max. No, that's HBO Home Box Office. Yeah, Home Box Office.
I think that's what it stands for.
Yeah, Home Box Office. Yeah, it used to be. I think it was the first actually paid for cable channel. You know what I'm trying to say? Premium cable channel.
I believe it. HBO used to have some stuff on it that you were not like. That was something we were not allowed to watch, like no matter what. And then a lot of things they had to pay the pay-per-view, not the pay-per-view, like where you buy like the fight or stuff. It came through services kind of like that. And I just remember we weren't allowed to watch anything that came on HBO. I wasn't allowed to watch until I got older.
That's a good Christian household.
Actually, I mean until I got married. So let me make this very clear.
Once I moved out my mama's house.
Once I was no longer in my home, then I saw some HBO shows. But then I there was one I saw and I was like, oh my goodness. Couldn't believe the things that I saw on there. And I was like, man. They show everything on these things.
I was my mother worked for Comcast Cable, so we had every channel.
All the channels. Used to love sitting over there.
I was 13 and watching reels. I
all the Skidamax.
Yeah.
Skidamax.
10, 11, 12 watching real sex.
So you went from getting
real
arrested
sex.
and sitting in the back of police cars and needing to be picked up to watching real sex.
I mean, this was in the same day.
I don't.
I remember.
I don't think I saw any type of show in that type of terms or manner until Reno and I were married, and I think I've only
been watching
one. I think I maybe saw one.
What you been watching?
Once in the military.
I ain't been watching none of that shit. What you been watching?
This is what 15 years does. But once, and that's it.
I used to watch Taxi Cab Confessions back in the day. I used to be my shit when I was a kid. Taxi Cab Confessions.
That's a good one too.
What is that?
When I was a kid, I used to love that shit.
Oh man, pull up the taxi cab, pull up, people jump in, tell their stories,
do whatever they want
in the back seat.
That shit was wild.
Telling some wild stories. Oh yeah, man, I hit.
Oh my gosh, that's where I need to go to tell my rubber ducky stories.
No,
it's a little bit more sexual than your rubber ducky story.
Somebody gonna pull a rubber ducky out their ass. You know, on a taxi cab like that.
Oh, these things had to be planned. They had to be planned for the people.
It might have been.
It might have been.
Not to my little 7-8-year-old self.
Oh my goodness, Lord! And thank you that my kids have not gotten into any of this stuff because that's crazy. Sure. You were saying about the taxi cabs. I would always thought it'd be cool to be in the cash cab.
Yeah, I do like cash
I want to do that.
The questions are a little hard in there.
You guys tag us to the cash cab people so they come pick us up.
They're gonna have to restart that show just for us.
Oh yeah.
My man ain't banging in New York no more.
No, he's actually a stand-up comedian too.
Number.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Zion got his phone number
from New York.
It might be that might be something you need to worry about.
That's what I was looking like. What the fuck? I can get some random white dude phone number. I don't even know that nigga name.
I don't know his name either. But I want to get into cash cab so bad. And the funny thing is, I'm not a trivia person, but Randall is. Randall can do all sorts of trivia. We be sitting watching Jeopardy. This man can answer every. So can his dad.
Oh yeah, he the man.
And like they can answer every single last question. The only time I could answer the questions was when it was the Bible category. Then I got everything in the Bible category. Esther, Ruth, just name it all.
All them hoes in the Bible.
What did God send down? He said fire.
Esther on my list of the greatest pussies ever. One night with the king, boy, he changed his life. She could do whatever she wanted after that.
Yeah, remember? Up to half his kingdom.
Yeah, come on. And she walked up on him afterwards. She walked up on him afterwards. He had to lean out the scepter, the receptor. If you don't lean out the scepter, you can get executed for coming in his presence without permission. You know what I mean? As soon as he seen her, he threw it out. Hey, give me my shit. Come here, baby. What you want? That was just like where she got to have some of the best ever.
You have so many theories of these women from the Bible that have the best ever. Between her and not Bathsheba.
Bathsheba had to have it too.
Bathsheba.
King David seen her from deep.
These women gonna be in trouble when Randall makes it to heaven.
Who did John the Baptist's head?
Oh, that was the daughter. That was
but what's the mom's name? Esther. Esther was the one that saved the people from being executed.
Remember Mordecai?
Okay. Mordecai, her cousin.
Was her cousin. He had her talk to the king about the plot to kill all the Jews.
Okay, wait. Who was the one that got John the Baptist's head? The first twerk session.
That wasn't Jezebel.
Was that Jezebel? Yeah. That's it. Jezebel. It was Jezebel's daughter.
In there to shake that thing up. Like, hey, listen, whatever you need.
That's so crazy.
She went in the baby. I ain't as young as I used to be. Going there, puts it on him now.
Oh my God!
It was like that. And like that video I showed you guys last night.
Oh my gosh.
Old school. I still know how to shake that thing.
Oh my gosh.
Make it rain out here.
Hey, Granny out here busted.
Shoot, she paid all her bills that night.
For real.
Granny out there shaking that thing.
And so
she ain't putting a wig on there, and she came out with the post-roll ponytail.
She had to. She said, "We gotta get this." Some
she ain't
players.
put on no makeup and nothing. She came out in the.
She manifested her money and went to work.
You know, she was probably like the den mother in the strip club, and that red light went on. Players is upstairs throwing dollars.
They said, "We got an OG in the building." She said, "Let me show y'all little girls how we used to do it back in my day."
And give it up for Gertrude. Gertrude, make it clap.
Not Gertrude. When she got up, I just kept thinking about Rasputin.
She came out in the moo-moo.
Hell no.
They've been waiting to see this. And man, so I'm gonna ask you guys every week, what time do you think we're at right now?
I would say a solid 44.
Miss Jessica, Miss Benjamin.
Oh man, see what happened was my sense of timing right now is real off. So I'm going to say I've been sitting here and I drank about this much water. I'm going to say about 30 minutes.
Oh, both you guys are wrong. We're about double that. We're at an hour and 4.
Oh my goodness,
Damn.
we're at an hour?
Yeah.
You've been talking too long.
Not that hard to do.
It's
Not that hard to
not
do.
when you're with good people
Yeah.
and good atmosphere, good vibes. Find your tribe, folks. Tag your tribe in our comments and our videos so that they can be part of our tribe too.
We need tribe. We need members.
Yes. That's one of the things you guys need and we need. We need followers and you guys need people to do life with like us.
Because we can talk about, man, me and my mother watch a show. I don't have cable. We watched this show called Love After Lockup. People who find people in jail, then they get out and fall in love and all that nonsense.
Yeah.
Yes, it's people don't fall in love. It's weird, man. These people age and it's a trash show. But I love the community around it. I love the community.
Interesting.
And we're not a trash show, but we need community around us.
Yeah, I agree. You could be part of the Something About the Culture tribe.
You guys can come on and follow us. Come on.
I know that's right. Clemente,
culture.
bring your people. You already part of the tribe.
Yeah, all 3 of them.
All 3 of y'all.
Every Clemente profile.
And Mikey. You can
Let
find
you
us over on. And you can find us over on Facebook at Something About the Culture. You can find us over on Instagram at SATC Pod, or you can find us over on Twitter at About the Culture. And man, it's been a great week. Fantastic. Juice will be back with us soon. But it's been your boy. Once again, I don't want to say Fred Freedom. It's been your boy Freddie Freedom.
Been jamming.
Mrs. Benjamin.
And I guess we catch you guys next week.
Peace.